Today is April 2nd. Hopefully, you guys had a little fun yesterday with April Fool's Day. I had to run my brother and my father around to some appointments. My brother, remember, had a knee replacement done about a week ago, and my father is, an older vet and just had to go get some follow up appointments done from his last doctor's visit. But had a lot of fun on April Fool's Day. Just kept joking with everybody. Everybody was in a good mood. And it was nice. So today we're looking at today's 2nd of April. This is the Plan Your Trade video. We're looking at a gap reversal pattern today. We're in bearish long-term trending, warning on the short-term trend, explosive trending. We are in counter trend mode. So a counter trend gap reversal technically would depend on, I'll go back out here to daily, would depend on the daily chart move. So we come in here, we look, we're kind of reversing. We're in a counter trend. We would typically get a gap reversal. What I would expect today, given where we're at, is a little bit of yesterday's kind of counter trend reversal. Let me go back over here to 10-minute and get to this chart to show you. So what I would expect today is a little bit more of, we're opening potentially down here in 357, down about 6/10 or 6/10 or 2/3%. And this counter trend reversal, gap reversal, leads me to think we're coming back down and rolling into this sideways pattern again. Then we move into that big, broad gap breakaway and breakaway into trending mode, leading to that big pop mode, and then the bottom rally start. I'm kind of looking for the markets here to break away from this level and really just kind of do this before trying to get down to this area. That's what I kind of think is like the likely outcome here, is this target down around 540. So, I think we're going to roll and then maybe get a bit of a flush pattern down here. Basically a roll, breakdown, flush, roll back up. That's what I believe is likely coming over the next 3, 4, 5 days. But what I wanted to highlight today was this, how Fibonacci is playing a very solid role right here. And this 382 to 618 level, this middle area, I call it the battle zone, always plays a fairly important role. So you can see how we extended out to this down here to this low. And through the middle, we had this gapping area back here that aligned. We had this big breakdown move. We kind of rallied right or sold off right through this middle area before we established this deep low. And it's so ironic how this 382 to 618 level keeps coming into play. And it comes into play in very interesting forms. So, what we're looking at right now is this rejection here forming into a pullback. So you can see we've come up, we've widened. I think we roll into this pullback here, this breakdown, setting up kind of this channel, breaking down into those 530, 540 lows that I'm expecting. And then we'll base and bottom for a little bit before we move into the next topping pattern and rolled back down into a downward trend. So we'll probably end up, back up in these areas here, eventually off of reaching this low down here. So again, I'm looking for the 530, 540 area, let's call it, to be a big breakdown area and really rolling into this bigger, broader trending. So long and short of it, guys, the big picture is roll down to 530, 540, roll up, roll back down into early May, roll back up, and then roll through consolidation in June, July, and back down. So this is a 10-minute chart. Come to a 2-hour chart. Spread things out a little bit. Oop. And there's a better example kind of what I expect. a roll down, a roll down, and remember we end up with that July low. So, we're gonna be looking out here at kind of a breakdown and then back out here to this July low and then back over here to this October low before we try to move higher. And that drew it a little funny, but that October low is right back here. So there's the October low. So it just tells you we're kind of melting downward into this lower trend, maybe the 500, 505, 490 area for the low here, rolling through a secondary low over here, and, really just kind of setting up for a big rollover type of pattern, giving us a base bottom here in October and July. Don't know which one of these will be the lowest. So I'm suspecting the July will be the lowest. We'll see what the wave count is when we get down into this area. See if we can call this a bottom or this a bottom. All I know is these two will be likely the buy zones, and they'll probably be somewhere near these levels. So near that level and near this level, which again are Fibonacci levels. Okay, so here we go. We're looking at kind of a breakdown move. I think we're kind of playing out this sideways rotation. You can see that we've danced around the support level. Let me show you over here. And I believe that we're looking at kind of a moderate rotation into breakdown over the next 2 or 3 days, targeting this 535, 534 area, maybe a little lower. With the QQQ, we're going to be looking at the same thing, kind of a moderate breakdown. This is one of my cleaner charts. We're going to be looking at kind of a moderate breakdown today. This is 2 hour, so more than likely something like this, retesting lows. And then tomorrow we get a gap. I think we're going to be down again. And then we'll probably roll into these lows before we find some support and then roll back down into a deeper low. So remember that the QQQs, the NASDAQ are a bit more aggressive in the downward trending right now, but it is aligning with the SPY. And I think we're going to be moving back down towards this 425, 435 area from where we're at. That's about a 25, 30 point move downward. I don't believe we find much support. We might get a little bounce, after the 9th, 10th, 11th in April, like 10th, 11th, might get a little bounce, but looks to me like we're trying to just roll. We've established this new low. We pause back out. I think we just move back down into this 535, 530 area, really. Okay, gold and silver. Find my gold and silver right here. We are looking at a top resistance pattern in carryover mode. Interesting highlight here that we're flagging out here in gold. So I believe that this flag has reached its apex or will reach its apex within the next hour or two. And I believe that's going to be a fairly aggressive, volatile move for gold, maybe rolling a little bit, staying above the 3120, 3130 area. I think it's going to roll upward and break above the 3200 area over the next 2 or 3 days. I would say it likely today or tomorrow, but we'll see how it plays out. Just this flagging formation looks very indicative of a apex volatility move breaking up, potentially breaking up equal to this last move here, which is this blue line, which puts us up into the 3290 area. So be aware that if we get this apex breakout, we're going to be moving up to 3280, 3285, and it's all going to be contingent upon a rally breaking above this 3180 area. Same techniques I taught you all along. It's all about Fibonacci price theory, which is the ability to establish new highs or new lows. So we've got to get above this 3176, roughly 77, and then we are off to the races up to 3280. Nice big move pending over the next basically 5, 6, 7 days in gold. Silver, on the other hand, struggling to kind of get out of its own way. We saw this back over here and way back over here, really struggled to kind of get out of its own way. And again, silver is one of those kind of a lagger metals, but boy, when it moves, it can really move. So be aware that, again, gold at 3,200 plus will probably send silver up to 36, 37, 38. And that's a $2, $3 move from where we're at. I believe that this apexing mode here, this basic breakdown mode here, is repeated right across here. And you can see that silver's already making its move. So we come over here. We don't have much really to go on. We could argue this or this up into here. Let me set this to 4 hour. Oh, much better. Yeah, there's a good solid apexing level right here, going all the way back to beginning of March. We could theoretically try to go back further if we wanted, but this is very clean. We've got this apexing and this breakout, so you can see silver's already making its move higher based on this flag apexing. And remember, markets typically flag or trend. So you have to understand that, when you get into flagging and you get into trending in the metals, yeah, looks like in this 4 hour chart, looks like we've already broken as well. And we could probably carry something down further. Let's see. I don't see a clear line like this. I see a clear line across here, but I don't see a clear line across here. That's this blue level right here. But you can see the apexing and the breakout right here, and the apexing and the breakout pretty much right here. So we're getting very close to already probably in the apex volatility mode and getting ready for a big breakout move in metals over the next probably, well, between now and Friday. I would not be surprised to see gold up above 32.40, 32.50, and silver up here above $35, $36. So be aware. We're looking at a pretty good breakaway rally in metals right now, which could continue quite a bit higher. Okay, and last we're going to go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 55, rolling around my top. Whoa, look at this low. That's a 2 hour chart. Let me come back over here. No, not that one. There we go. Bitcoin. 81. Wow, look at that low. This one right here. Either, I mean, I'm going to go in and take a look, find out where that was, but it's a spike low on a 5 minute. Huge volume. Someone dumped out. I mean, that's what it really boils down to. Someone dumped out, it looks like. Okay, so where we're at with this, guys, is we've kind of reached this apex. We've broken down. I'm still telling you the same analysis is that we're headed back down to this 78, 76,000 area. We're looking for support over here in this area. I think we're going to channel out. You can see this kind of coming right. It actually goes way up over here, but come right across this area. I think we're going to channel out as I've drawn right here, this blue level. Try to make this a little brighter here. Maybe make it, I don't want to make it a bright yellow, bright red, bright purple, bright blue. Nope, too much. Let's just try blue again. Oh, hell, I'll make it a super dark blue. Oh, wait, magenta. There we go. So that kind of pinkish color. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, blue it is. So see this dark blue level? This is really kind of like the master trend. So we'll see how this plays out, and we'll see if we get this rotation. through this low. We're really targeting this low, guys. And I'm expecting this breakdown to happen into another flag. So we don't have it yet. If he were to get it and it were to roll like this, I would still expect that little flag before the breakdown. So understand that it's just, maybe a little delayed, but I'm looking for this type of activity to set up a breakdown into this low, coming back up to this upper flag channel, and then breaking back down below the 76 level. And that's where we'll start to get into some real breakdown mode, potentially moving down into the 40, 45 level. So this is all my speculation as to the extended excess phase peak pattern, but we shall see. We'll just see how it plays out. I have no idea what that line's doing there, but oh, it's just an arc out. So we're playing through these excess phase peak patterns pretty cleanly, and we're playing into the flag, just like I mentioned. I drew a lot of this a long time ago with this flagging. But we're moving through this flagging. I drew this top months ago, or many weeks ago, 6-7 weeks ago, how we were going to roll through this top and move back down. I still say we're moving down to 76, 77, 78, bottoming, rolling back up to about 84 and a half, and then rolling back down into a new low down here, probably close to this level, 63. So I don't want text. That's kind of my target area. 63,000 roughly. Okay. All right. Make sure I'm not running too long here. 17 minutes. Okay. Looking pretty good. We'll go back over here to the SPY. And like I said, we're looking for kind of a rolling kind of a breakdown today. I think we're really going to be looking at just basically kind of a rolling, almost like yesterday, not with the big rally. Understand that I think we're going to be looking at a breakdown, trying to find support down around 551, and then trying to roll a little higher. And then tomorrow we're going to get a breakdown, and then Friday we're going to get a breakdown, I believe, that's going to continue and extend the trend below this 547, 548 level, and really targeting this 535, 536, 537 level. And of course, this would be really good if we saw this slowly meander into this downtrend, build a base, build a bottom, and gold and silver would likely rip during this process. So we'll see how it plays out. Okay, guys, go get some today, and happy Wednesday.